In today's video, I'm going into gratitude and specifically different ways that you can cultivate gratitude. So a lot of times when people say do gratitude, you think of a gratitude list, like just starting to write what you are grateful for. But there are other ways that you can also do things that cultivate this gratitude in yourself. So I will go into a few different ways and processes that you can do. So, continuing the theme on gratitude this week, I wanted to play with, well, what are ways that I can actually cultivate gratitude other than, like, a lot of times people just say, do a list, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but really, how does that, like, relate to situations or help uplift me or shift to the place that I'm in? So, here's a couple different techniques that you can use. And of course, the first one is doing a gratitude list, but actually making it specific for like where you are, what you're feeling, what you're doing. And like in the video I talked about yesterday, it was for empaths and sensitives. And you can actually say, okay, how am I grateful for this sensitivity that I have? In what ways do I actually really feel the gratitude in the things that I have? And so starting to list off some of those things in the abilities that you have. And it also then brings it back to yourself, really. And like I had mentioned in the video yesterday too, which I'll put a link in the dialog box below for the video from yesterday. But what I had mentioned too was that we're so often looking outside of us and looking to what others need and other things. So this really doing just a list on what am I grateful for, what are things for myself, really helps to bring it back in. And along those same lines is doing a gratitude journal. And a journal, different from a list, is actually sitting down and you can free write or you can reflect on things, self-reflect and just write down places, situations where you actually, again, relating back to being empathetic or being sensitive, where did those abilities and those skills actually help other people or help yourself? Like, when did you listen to your intuition? And when you're listening to those voices in yourself and it actually really was correct and right for you, and you became aware of, oh, this actually is what is right for me. So writing those things out and having that gratitude for, oh, I listened to this, it will actually help as well to start cultivating this trust in yourself and this knowing in yourself and help cultivate your skills, like knowing those abilities and skills that you have. And it doesn't have to be specifically for an empath or for a sensitive. It can be for any of your unique skills, things that relate to you, and you can journal about, reflect on how those things you've really listened to or you have really used them and they have helped others or yourself. And then you can also do a gratitude meditation, which I'm sure there's videos online that you can find, but really the gratitude meditation is connecting into yourself, connecting into love, gratefulness in yourself, letting that feeling come around and be around you and just feel what it feels like to be grateful and sit with it, like think about times where you are grateful for and let that come in. Like as you think about these situations, you can really let that come in and sink into you. Let that feeling really settle into you and just be with it. And then what's pretty amazing too is after doing these kind of meditations, you can see how you are then when you go out. Like if you start your day with it and then you go out to your day, how does your day feel differently after you've done these things? So again, another way to cultivate gratitude and is just doing a little meditation. And it could be a very short little 5 minutes, getting connected to yourself, feeling the gratitude inside, feeling, and when I say inside, it's like feeling the emotions of it. How does that feel in your body? And then the next one is like a gratitude ritual. So creating a little thing that you do for yourself, like a self-care thing that you do, but then incorporate bringing in gratitude into that self-care. Like as you are sitting with some candles or journaling for the evening, bring in a moment of just being grateful and noticing that gratitude. You could take a bath, things that you do to give yourself comfort, to take care of yourself. And again, just bring in a moment of what are the things you are grateful for and really settle in and feel that along with what you're doing for your self-care. And the next one is reframing situations and challenges, things that you have in your life, using gratitude to reframe it. And so an example is you've had a tough day at work and you're really frustrated from the things at work. And it's like, what can I learn and grow from this situation? And maybe it's that I need to take breaks throughout the day, or maybe there's things that I need to do to take care of myself and I'm exhausted at the end of the day because I haven't been taking those breaks, or whatever it is. Maybe there's a certain person that you're dealing with and it's like, what can I learn in this that actually will help me step into my power or will help me take care of myself throughout the day? And then be grateful for, this is a lesson, this is something I get to be learning, and that means I get to step into something stronger in myself. So you can switch around and reframe the situations to either I can learn and grow from this, or I can stay in that place of frustration or whatever it is. So you can use that gratitude again to shift and say, oh, yeah, I actually get to learn something here and shift it. It might be difficult, but I do actually get to possibly again step into my power, or I get to learn how to take care of myself better throughout the day. And then the last one is having gratitude in nature. So it's just getting out, being present in nature, having the energies and the beauty and the life that is happening there in nature, and then having gratitude for it, like having a moment of being grateful that you get to connect with these beautiful energies of the trees or the plants or whatever it is, and then as well with the life and the animals that are around, and just be with it for a minute. And especially for empaths or highly sensitives, we're very connected with the energies of the earth as well. And you can feel that and really connect with it. So it is another way to bring gratitude into your life that isn't just, writing out these lists of, oh, this is what I'm grateful for. So this is another way of just being out in nature and really connecting with it in a slightly different way. So that was a quick little list of different ways that you can bring in gratitude into your life and really use it for yourself, like starting to connect on a deeper level with yourself, but then also shifting and reframing, like I mentioned in the video yesterday, that it's reframing these things to really connect to yourself more in a positive way, but also taking it from being outside and more inside, and starting to shift, like starting to shift those things for yourself. So thank you again for joining me today. I am AmyC with You Finding You. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again. See you in the next video.